Hey guys, what is going on? This is Travis P11. Welcome back to a messy countertop. And about a week ago, I premiered a video on the WorkSharp Combo Knife Sharpener. And it's a great little simple tabletop knife sharpener, maybe good for the hobbyist, somebody that just wants to put an edge on the blades and just keep on working. It offers some flexibility, but not a whole lot, but it does exactly what I want. Well, thanks to my buddy John over at Sandhills Defense, he is loaning me his WorkSharp Sharpener Mark II. This offers a lot more options, and this is actually, if I'm not mistaken, the exact same model that Shields keeps on display, where you can sharpen your EDCs right there in the store. It has a little more flexibility, offers a couple more options at a lot more cost. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go to the WorkSharp website. We'll talk about the basic features of this model, show you the cool quick start guide that comes with it, talk about the replacement belt kit that you can also purchase, and also the color coding and what you need to know about that. And we'll just sharpen up a couple edges. We're not going to sharpen as many knives as we did in the combo knife video, but I'll put a link to that video at the end of this one, and you guys can check it out. But we will take the EDC and run it through a couple times, and an inexpensive Ozark Trail knife that has an okay edge on it, but it's not very sharp, and just see what it can do. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so as taken directly from the WorkSharp website, it says the following. It's $109.95 on the WorkSharp website. Of course, the prices can vary. Sometimes they go on sale at certain places. It says the WorkSharp Knife and Tool Sharpener Mark II sharpens every knife and tool you own. The flexible belt, sharpening guides, and a 2-speed motor make sharpening faster, easier, and more versatile than ever before. Used by the pros, millions sold, never be dull again. I believe the high-speed sharpener is what's used for like your yard tools and commercial tools, and then your low-speed sharpener is used for your knife blades. You get a 20 and 25 degree sharpening guide, a 65 degree scissor guide, 2 P80 coarse abrasive belts, 2 P220 medium abrasive belts, and 2 6000 fine abrasive belts, the quick start guide, which I'm going to show you here in a little bit. And you can sharpen just about anything that has an edge on it, which I think is very cool. So just checking out the unit before we get started and just run a couple edges through it. Quick start guides are very handy. You can just keep this around, especially if you just need to sharpen maybe once every couple months and then take it out again. It's pretty simple. You place the knife blade on the angle guide and edge guides, which are right here on the sides. Very easy to use. You really can't mess it up. Pull, power on, pulling the blade across the belt. A 4-inch knife is about 2 seconds per side. You're going to go back and forth and alternate a few times. I'd say 4 to 5 times you're going to be set. The key here is stop, power off with the tip still supported on the belt. So make sure that you're about halfway across the belt when you turn the belt off. The reason why you don't want to pull it all the way through is you run the risk of grinding off the tip of your knife. Now, this can also be used to restore the tip of your knife too, and there are some instructional videos on YouTube that show you how to do that. If you want to go down 25 degrees, they talk about the different, the number of strokes it's going to take and which belt you want to use to do that. And then if you go up 20 degrees, they also talk about the type of edge it's going to put on, or depending on what kind of edge you're starting off with. You're going to set the speed to 1 for all of your knives, whether you've got pocket, hunting, kitchen, or fillet. It'll guide you through the way that you want to go, and then it'll tell you which belt to use and how many strokes to run on each side. So after about 5 minutes of educating yourself, you're pretty much set to go. It does feature a couple different positions, one for knife and scissor sharpening, one for tool grinding, so it does rotate, and then you can also park it so it isn't going to spin, it isn't going to run. And they talk about what belt to use. They talk about which speed to set it at, which angle to go with, and then the edge guide. Of course, WorkSharp has an absolutely awesome channel on YouTube, so make sure that you check it out, and maybe I can put a link to it at the end of this video. YouTube.com, WorkSharp Outdoor, and they take you through all the tools and talk about what they use. Great videos, just excellent videos that are super easy to understand. And then there's a QR code you can scan if you want to learn a little bit more about it. Okay, so we are going to attempt to sharpen up some scissors that are in pretty bad shape. These definitely need some TLC. They're ground down pretty good. A couple things I want to show you real quick. So the color coding on the different belts are very easy to identify. Green is going to be your coarse belt. This red is going to be your medium. Well, it's more like a maroon color is your medium. And then you finish things off, you hone with your fine belt, which is purple. And to make those angle adjustments to bounce between kitchen knives and pocket knives, there's a simple switch on the back toggle between the two. And all you have to do is flip up and then flip down, and that'll basically set the angle that you're going to need. And then to adjust it to go to any of the power tools around the house, you're going to push this knob right here. It's going to lock into place. Then you can do the grind that you need. Pull back. So if you want to do a lawnmower blade, or you want to do maybe some sort of shears, you know, for trimming the hedges and so on, you can really get in there and get a good grind. And then also the handheld ability of it makes it so that you're able to get to those different tools and edges without maybe necessarily having to remove them, which is really nice having the handheld part of it. Whereas my simple combo sharpener is just a tabletop version that's just for you know, just edges on knives and so on. So, all right, let's go and get started. So we're just going to kind of do this from an angle so you guys can see what happens, so I'm not blocking the view the whole time. So what we're going to do is go ahead and just rest the knife on the belt. Okay, we have the belt set to the lowest speed, and we're going to go ahead and do 5 strokes per side. Okay, so we'll go ahead and rest it on there, and we will start it up. Okay, and now we will go ahead and do that 4 more times. We're going to go up to 5 strokes per side. All right, kind of pulled back on that last one. That's fine. We did get 4 where we didn't have any problems. Okay, now let's go ahead and flip sides now. So we'll go ahead and just rest the blade on the edge right here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do this 5 times. Remember, we're letting go of the power. We're shutting the power off before we pull the blade off. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and grab another knife. We're not going to do any paper cutting testing or anything like this. And this one just needed a little bit of a grind on it. So we went ahead and put that on there. So now we've got this Ozark Trail knife that it's okay. The edge on it's all right, but it's seen a little bit of use and it could use a little bit of TLC. So let's go ahead and do this one. And then I'm going to show you how to change the belts. We'll put the fine honing belts on, and then we'll go ahead and run those through. All right, so here we go. Just basically rest the knife on the belt itself. Okay. And again, this is the first time I've ever used this, so I am learning with you guys how this is going to work. Okay, one more. Now, there are some little leather pads on the inside of here, and John did give me a brush. We're just going to kind of use that to brush away some of the metal flakes so it doesn't get in there and cause some further damage to the blade, or the metal on, you know, flakes contact. We don't want that. We want to keep it nice and clean the whole time. All right, here we go. Let's go and do the other side now. We'll do 5 and 5. 5 more. Oh, wow. That just touching it, I almost cut myself. This thing is so sharp. All right, let's go back and check the EDC real quick. Now, we're not done yet. Yeah, it's pretty good. I might take this one through a couple more times, but she's pretty good right now. I think we're all set. So let me show you how to go ahead and change the blades. Change the belts. It's pretty simple. Flip down on this little flap in the front here. Okay, push that down. Press down on the little motor right here, or press down on this little shock right here, this tensioner, and the belt's just going to pop right off. Sorry, it got out of my grasp there. And then we'll go ahead and put the honing belt on, and we're going to run. Let's see, 5 passes is what we're going to do on this one also. So press down on the little shock on the top here. Go ahead and just add the belt. Okay, when you torque it a couple times, what will happen is that's going to recenter the belt for you, so you're all set to go. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and do that 5 more times on each side for each blade. Okay, but now this time when we do it, we're going to alternate from each side. We'll count 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Go back and forth until we do 5 passes on each side. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, and you can see you've got a nice, you probably can't tell, but there's a highly polished, clean edge going on there, and it is all set to go. Very, very sharp. Yeah, that's excellent. Okay, cool. And this is not the easiest metal to work with on this particular knife. I don't know what it is about this particular steel. I'm not sure what it is, but it's a very hard steel. And it just doesn't take the edge quite as good as like a softer steel does, like this Ozark Trail knife. I think the cheaper the metal, the more edge you get, you know, the better of edge you're going to get. But then also maybe the less durable of an edge you're going to have at the same time. But this is still more than capable of cutting what it needs to. Okay, let's go ahead and finish off this one, which is already pretty sharp right now. We'll do 5 and 5 again. And in the end, this thing is wicked, wicked sharp. It put a very clean, fresh edge on there. I'm afraid to even touch it. So now we're going to go ahead and move on to the scissors. So we'll talk about what we're going to do next. Right, so in order to sharpen the scissors, you're basically going to just be using one side. You're going to take the edge, your sharp edge, and that's going to go into the fine grip belt, which is what you want to use, and we'll pull through and stop and then turn off the tool. So we'll start it with the tool off, grip it, go ahead and turn it on, run it through, stop, okay? And then what you're going to do is go ahead and take your other blade, okay, park it on there like you did before and just pull through. Now we are set for the regular pocket knife setting, all right? I'm not sure if that's the 20 or 25 degrees. It's down as pocket knife 25 degree setting with the fine grit belt, which is already on here. So let's go ahead and do that. These scissors are a little chunked up. I almost use these almost as like a kitchen shears. So these do get a lot of use and abuse. And these are just a pair of Office Depot scissors, which are okay, but again, they do need the edge restored. Okay, we got the brush. We're gonna go ahead and dust off any metal filings that are there, any metal shavings, just to maintain it. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So we're just gonna do, it says 2 to 5 per belt. Let's just go ahead and do maybe 3 strokes on it and see how they are. Right now, they've got an okay edge on them, but they've got a lot of like little burrs in them and stuff, and they need to be sharpened up. But it's a very soft aluminum, or even steel for that matter, so it should sharpen right up right away. Okay, so we go ahead and take the edge, put it right here on the belt. We're just going to just rest it up against the side of the guide here and just pull it on through. Okay, it's very simple. We're just going to do 3. Okay. It's a little bit awkward, but we're getting it figured out. You don't want to pull down on the blade. You don't have to. Just let the blade rest on the belt. It'll do its own. You don't have to force it down in there, all right? And we did 3. Now we're just going to go ahead and repeat that. We're just going to go ahead and repeat that with the other side, and we should be all set to go. And the edge on that, oh yeah, very, very sharp. I definitely restored the edge that was on there. And you can see that it puts a clean edge on. You can actually see what it ground into, which is really nice. All right, why don't we go ahead and bring it back for just a few final words. All right, so if you just want to keep it simple, stupid, there's nothing wrong with going with the Work Sharp Combo Knife Sharpener. You know, you've got your single medium coarse grit, and then you have your fine honing rod that you can use. Very simple. This is somebody that just doesn't want to mess around with it. They want to put a quick edge on their blade, be done with it, especially if you don't want to sharpen any kind of like commercial tools, industrial tools, you know, lawnmower blades. You just want a knife sharpener, go with the combo. If you want to kick it up a notch and maybe have a little more flexibility, the ability to maybe sharpen some of those, you know, edges on those different tools you have in the garage, look into the Mk.2. You're going to pay twice the price, but you do get, in my opinion, twice the sharpener. Nothing wrong with the combo. I love it. I'm going to keep using it. And this is also a nice option too, and maybe I'll pick one of these up down the road at some point, but I think you're going to be happy either way. It does put a nice edge on your knives. You know, like I said, we just tested a couple basic knives with it. Go to the WorkSharp website and you can check out all these different knives, and they show you how to sharpen each different type of knife that's out there that you might find in your kitchen. You know, how do you deal with serrations and stuff like that? They show you what to do. Otherwise, this is a very cool little setup, so shout out to John at Sandhills Defense LLC for loaning me this particular Mk.2 WorkSharp Sharpener. And I want to thank you guys for watching today. Make sure that you like and subscribe. We got a lot more videos we're going to be bringing your way, so make sure that you guys mash that subscribe button and check it out. That way you don't miss any of the upcoming videos. Make sure you hit that bell. And I think that's it. So we'll keep bringing you more videos this winter, guys. We're having a lot of fun just learning how to deal a little bit with the knife collection. And we're not really a knife channel, but we do really enjoy what we have. So I want you all to have fun. I want you to be safe, like and subscribe. And as you know, we will talk to you soon. All right, take care and have a good one. Bye-bye.